Who said it was easy work? Who said it was easy work? Who said it was easy? Who said it was easy? Who said it was easy work? Somebody must do it, so I gotta do it. Who said it was easy work?
Stop comparing yourself to other people. You're only on this planet to be you, not someone else's imitation of you.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Jason, coming back with another one, man. But real fast, though, you got Oprah in that clip, right? She telling y'all, right? She like, stop comparing yourself to other people. And listen, she could not be more correct. That is something that we definitely as a people, need to stop doing. You know what I mean? Because we always want to look and see what the next person doing. And then we try to compare our situation to their situation. And then we start measuring who doing better and who ain't. That's a terrible problem in the black community. Real talk. Real talk. And I don't care if any of y'all try to say I'm singling us out and all that other shit. No, I'm owning up to it. I'm owning up to it. I used to think like that. I used to think like that to a certain extent. You know, it wasn't nothing that ever made me go, buy something because somebody else bought something or do this because the next person doing it. But mentally, I used to think about that. Like, you know what I mean? I used to look at other people's situation, then ask myself, why can't I have it like that? And that's still a form of comparing yourself. So I'm owning up to my shit too. But I gotta speak on it because we do that. We do that way too much. And then that's when that hate start coming in. That's when that hate start coming in. That's when that envy get involved because we want to keep comparing each other. We want to see what the next person got. And then we want to go measure out the shit that we got. And then if we ain't got what they got, now we mad at them. That shit gotta stop. That shit right there leads to so many other things that's unnecessary. We should be motivating each other, not trying to compare each other and then tear each other down, because that's exactly what we doing. I don't give a fuck who don't like this message. Y'all know damn well that's what we be doing in the black community, and that's why we can't grow. We can't look at the next person and congratulate them for their accomplishments. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. Instead, we got to look at our own situation. We got to look at our own situation and then get ourselves down in the dumps. And then when we down in the dumps, we start feeling a certain way about them. You know what I mean? We got to stop that shit. That's all I'm saying. Like Oprah say, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't put here for that. We was put here to be our own persons. We was put here to be our own individuals. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't put here to have what the next person have or act like the next person act or do what the next person do. We wasn't put here for that. But instead, we do the same shit, and then had a nerve to get on some crab in the barrel type shit and pull each other down, and that's what we keep doing, pulling each other down, and that's it. And then we wonder why we can't get nowhere. We can't get nowhere because we keep comparing and measuring ourselves up to each other. When everybody they own persons. But we don't want to allow each other to be our own persons. We gotta do what the next person doing. And that shit is tearing us apart. That shit is ripping us from the inside out. From growing to gullet. That's what's happening to us. Because we can't keep our eyes on the prize. We steady looking left and right and seeing what this person got, that person got. Instead of just waiting your time. I had to wait. I'm still, listen, I gotta work. We gotta work. You can wait your time, still congratulate, but still work towards your goals. You can still do that. You can still be happy for the next person, even though you're not where you want to be at. That's okay. It's nothing wrong with that. That don't make you any less than that next person. That don't make that person any better than you. Or any less than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we got to stop looking down on each other. We got to stop looking at what car the next person drive, who got a house and who don't, who got these shoes and who don't, who got money, who ain't got money, who doing this, who doing that. We got to stop that shit. Cause we be so quick to throw, we wanna flex on each other so bad. We wanna flex on each other so bad, like we will cry and beg God to bless us. We will beg God to bless us just so we can flex on the next person. Why is that? Why is that so important to flex on the next man? Why is it? I didn't want a new car just so I could flex. I just wanted a new car so I could have my daughter and drive around and feel safe and that she's secure in this car and be able to get to work and get to A and B. I didn't get a new car just so I could flex, but even then I still had to wait. I still had to work towards it. I couldn't hate and be like, why he got a new car? Why they got a new car? Why she got a new car? God, why can't I get a new car? No. You can't compare yourself to what they got. All you can do is keep working. Keep working. But you never gonna get anywhere just looking at what everybody else have. I had to focus. I had to focus and get my mind off all of the bullshit and start setting myself straight before I could get straight. I had to set myself straight before I could get straight, inside and outside. How I'm gonna be like Lauryn Hill say, how you gonna win when you ain't right within? How y'all gonna win when y'all ain't right within? Y'all ain't right within. Y'all doing all of the bullshit. But then when to scream, you know what I mean? Then when to scream bloody murder and all of that other shit, and then want to play the victim role all the time. We can't do that shit. Granted, yes, from your situation, you are allowed to be stressed out. You are allowed to be worried. You are allowed to get down. You know what I'm saying? You allowed to feel those feelings. But guess what? You got to get back up. Guess what? You got to not pay attention or give a fuck what's going on around you. You got to focus. You got to focus. You got to start looking in that mirror and ask yourself, like, yo, what am I doing wrong? And then when you start figuring these things out, try to start correcting that shit. Work on it. It's not anything that's going to happen overnight. It ain't going to happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens overnight. And then at the end, listen, and then when you start hitting those goals, you got to be humble too, man. You got to be humble too. You can't think that that's it. You got to keep working. You still can't be out here just wanting to flex on the next person and start looking down on people. That's what get your shit ripped from you. That's when something happened to you. That's when you displease the Most High. And then you got to get violated, because that's not godly to be walking around and going around looking down on everybody just because you got something. You know what I mean? Treating people how you want to be treating them just because, and as if you wasn't where they was at. That ain't right. That ain't right. You ain't gonna get nowhere like that. So stop comparing yourself to other people. Just focus on you. I always talk about this. Focus on you. Focus on you and what you got going and what you trying to do. And then you're going to start seeing those results. But while you looking around, you all caught up in all of these distractions and not focused on yourself. And guess what? You're going to find yourself getting older in the same spot, mad as hell, and everybody else for elevating. Everybody else for elevating. When you think about people, that's where they at, right? You think about people, that's where they at, okay? They had to have a great level of focus to get there. They had to stop caring about what was going on around them, even though they was probably in some chaotic situations. They was probably in a very chaotic environment. They was down like you, stressed like you, not knowing where they gonna go, not knowing their purpose, not knowing anything. And even then, they still had to focus. They still had to follow that light. And they still had to get right within themselves to get to where they was going. So you got to understand, it doesn't matter what's going on around you. You just need to focus and keep that focus. And then you're going to start seeing those results. But just keep working until you get to where you're going. But you can't pay attention to what everybody else got. You can't do it. You can't compare yourself to the next person. You can't do it. You an individual. You your own person. Like I always say, we came in this bitch alone. We gonna leave it. We gonna leave this motherfucker alone. We can't be like the next person. We gotta be ourselves and we gotta continue to grind. And that's my word, man. Stop worrying about the next person. Don't compare yourself to the next person, man. You already in your own lane, which is great. That's awesome. We all have our own lane. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? When you got your own lane, right? It's always some people trying to infiltrate that shit. It's always somebody trying to infiltrate your lane. So you got to secure that shit. You ain't going to be able to secure that shit worrying about the next lane, the lane to your left, the far lane to the right and all that other shit. Listen, you got to secure your lane and stay in that bitch and keep going full steam ahead. And that's my word, man. That's my word, all right? My name Jason and Sinn-Take. I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace.
Who said it was easy work? Who said it was easy work? Who said it was easy? Who said it was easy? Who said it was easy work? Somebody must do it, so I gotta do it. Who said it was easy work?